Hello. So today's video is going to be more of like a cozy one, probably like a midweek upload situation. But as you can see, and as you may have seen in other videos, the bookshelf is in a state. I have not organized this thing since like 6 months ago, and there has been some additions to the collection, and I got a free shelf. So this just needs to be reorganized because it's in the background of all my videos and it looks kind of poopy. Also, the tree is gone, so I have access to the space again. So I just thought it would be fun to do like a little time lapse of me reorganizing this. It's a Sunday night. I'm in my cozies. I'm not wearing makeup. We're not going to talk about it. And yeah, I think I should just probably reorganize this because it kind of looks like pee-pee poo-poo, but not in a good way. So yeah, come along. We're going to do this together. It's going to be fun, I think. I love cleaning. So what I'm going to do to start is pull all the books that are like not organized at all off of the shelf and make a little pile, and then we're going to get to actually like putting things back. Okay, let's time lapse. I've pulled all of the books off of the shelves. What I'm noticing here is like there's some stuff that I just took off recently, like my favorite books. I took those off the shelves. But we have a lot of fantasy and nonfiction because my nonfiction got rehomed to fit this big one. This is a new edition. This is from my grandma. It's a very large book. It can only fit on the shelf. And I feel like it fits on the classics. It's about the kings of Leon. But yeah, so I had to move all my nonfiction for that book. So I think what we're gonna need to do, looking at the big shelf over here, is find a better section for nonfiction. I don't think all of these books can fit on the shelf as is. The bottom shelf is DVDs, Sims games, and toys. So right now I don't have access to that shelf. So what we gotta do is kind of just go through and see where I can cram extra stuff. This shelf, my Harry Potter ACOTAR shelf, my shame shelf, this is probably fine as is. It's like filled up and lined up, and I'm gonna leave it as is. This shelf is always my least favorite, actually. So there's room to grow here. This is my classic shelf. I do have some books here that need to fit. So I might be doing some more side stacking like this to fit it all in. And then this shelf, I feel like we're not maximizing the space that we've got. I'm really worried that the fundamental issue that we are going to face today is that I have too many books for the shelf classic. So yeah, I'm gonna try, I'm gonna put it on time lapse, and you're gonna see if I succeed. Okay, I'm really hoping that you all saw that. So I'm gonna bring you a bit closer, and I'm gonna try and tilt up so you can, I know you can see. We've changed things up. This top shelf is now nonfiction, and then some of my books about like indigenous issues, and like one in here about like slavery and race issues. Moving on. Then we have like my horror, thriller, or like, I don't know, general Stephen King is up here. This shelf was kind of like my fantasy sci-fi, but I didn't have a ton of fantasy for some reason, which is weird because I read a lot of fantasy, but I did accumulate more fantasy. So they have their own shelf: fantasy, sci-fi, and Greek myth retelling, and then Babel I just put in here because it fit. Some of these are borrowed, like this is borrowed, that's borrowed. So they're not always going to be here, but stay. Yeah, so some of these books are borrowed, so it's not like a huge issue about like their location and their organization. Depending on my care for the shelf, I organized alphabetically. Like my fantasy, I did alphabetically because I care. This shelf, no. I don't like the look of the shelf, but we're moving past it. This shelf stayed very similar. There's kind of already in the state that it was gonna be in. This guy's out of battery. The only thing I did here, and this is embarrassing, I bought volume 1 and volume 3 of War and Peace. And I went back to the place that I got it from and I couldn't find 2. So I'm just never gonna read War and Peace, and that's fine. And then we got, this is all classics now, which I think it was before, but it's still my classic shelf. And then I got all my Aggie Christie's all together, which you love to see. Down, this shelf changed a little bit as well. This is displaying my current book club read. Behind here, we've got the same kind of literary books. And then we hit here, and it's kind of like contemporary. We have this kind of contemporary literary, to be honest. And then we hit romance. And then this shelf is just, this stack was just fear. I was so scared I wasn't going to fit anything on, so I just made a shelf. I mean a stack. Yeah, so this wasn't like the most cohesive and like comprehensive tidy up, but it looks better. I also picked out 2 books to donate, so that's good. I'm hearing the furnace turn on, which usually means the audio quality is going down. So I am going to probably end the video now. This is a really quick one, but I just thought it'd be fun to like reorganize the bookshelves and make it cuter in the background. They've been untamed for months now, so they just needed to be reorged. They're ready to go. Really looking forward to when I can find another place for all my DVDs and unlock that bottom shelf, because that'll be a huge day. I'll be able to buy more books. Right now I can't. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed this, and yeah, just thank you for watching. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.